Hello, welcome to episode 12 of Life is Strange Double Exposure. I'm hoping this episode is going to be slightly shorter, that's my intention, than recent episodes, some of which have been heading towards 2 hours, which is quite a long time when you're doing exploratory work and lots of thinking and theorising and investigating. And also I've used a slide at the start of this episode of Max and Chloe, because I think Chloe is in Max's mind quite a lot at the moment. She very nearly rang her recently, remember, and also I've been speculating about where Chloe was and whether we were going to see Chloe at all. I still don't know the answer to that question. I have no preconceptions. I have an open mind about it. We'll see where the story goes, but it just felt right. So episode 11, Max and Safi traded some very deep secrets about their respective powers. They have some stuff in common. Both developed their powers as the result of adolescent trauma. Safi's was triggered by the departure of her father from her life. Max's by the death threat to Chloe in the bathroom at Blackwell. Both felt they were fighting to fit in at that point in their life. Safi struggled with loneliness and her mother's expectations of her. Her emergent shape-shifting power helped her to cope with all that. Max struggled with feeling isolated and working out what she was meant to do given that threat to Chloe's life. Her emergent time rewinding power ultimately gave her a way out of that. But the differences between Max and Safi are stark and quite frightening in their implications. Max never wanted her powers. She only reluctantly learned to use them. She's still almost scared of the implications of them. Safi, on the other hand, revels in her supernatural ability. She gives out this vibe of considering herself superior, above ordinary mortals, and entitled to behave as such. She uses her shape-shifting willfully, manipulatively, sometimes purely for mischief, other times for vengeance. Max's intentions have always been to use her powers for the good of others. She's used her time rewind and lately her reality moving ability to constructively try to help Chloe, Joyce, Kate, Moses, Safi, and there are others, and even to try and help the entirety of Arcadia Bay by saving it in one timeline. Safi, by comparison, is worryingly self-centred. She is this avenging angel, consumed on a mission to settle scores by hurting others who've done her wrong. Gwen losing her job, having her bike vandalised, Lucas Colmanero's son being used to destroy his family life. These are extremes to Max, but to Safi, wholly deserved punishments. Only Moses, who even Safi has affection for, and so far Max, have been exceptions to Safi's displeasure. Secretly, I think Max is shocked by recognising this ruthless aspect to Safi's personality. Yes, there's an element of good in Safi, wanting justice for Maya Ocado by exposing what Lucas Colmanero did, and to that extent, Max agrees and is willing to go along. But there is also a disturbing, cold, calculating amorality to Safi. To cross Safi is to invite trouble. Her lack of remorse about any of what she's done so far is chilling. When Max chooses to go for broke and tells Safi about her murder in the other reality, shows Safi that photograph of Max pointing the gun at her, I got the uneasy feeling in my stomach that sharing so much with Safi was a mistake. It was a gamble that was not necessarily going to pay off. The way Safi sat back and seemed to measure Max up when Max admitted she was capable of hurting Safi if required, it felt like Safi coolly reassessing Max at that point, deciding there and then that if Max ever got in her way and tried to stop her using her powers, she could be added to that list of people who opposed Safi and could be dealt with without a second thought. That back and forth exchange between Max and Safi in The Snapping Turtle was probably the closest they've come so far to really learning what makes the other tick. It reminded me of an opening scene of a movie called 2010. It's the sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey. in which two space scientists, one Russian, one American, meet up at a radio telescope array in the desert and play this bizarre game where for 2 minutes they decide they're going to speak only the truth to each other. They learn more in those 2 minutes than in all their previous encounters. And the same thing happened to Max and Safi. Max shared the secret of her time rewinding and reality hopping ability. The question is how much of that, if anything, Safi already knew, having ransacked Max's house for intel on her, and what Safi makes of the discovery that in Max now she has both a potential ally but also possibly a rival. More importantly for Max, thanks to that bottle top truth-telling session, we now know the mechanism of Safi's shape-shifting. She doesn't physically transform into the person she's replicating. Instead, she imprints the image of that person into the minds of those around her so that they see that person rather than seeing Safi. Being able to influence people's perception of others is a power ripe for abuse. That she must have physically met the person she's impersonating isn't much of a limiting factor either. The only faint glimmer of hope here is the way that Safi looked tired after briefly converting herself, transforming into Max. So perhaps her powers, like Max's, come at a physical cost. But would that really be enough to stop a determined, fired-up Safi who was on a rampage? It could seem odd that Max would still feel the same about protecting Safi now, given what she's learned about her capacity for being callous and destructive without pity. But I think this is precisely why Max has agreed to go along with Safi's latest plan. Having seen the foreshadowing of the storm returning, Max senses that an uncontrolled Safi could be very dangerous, that Lucas Colmanero might not be the end of Safi's revenge streak, that the consequences of Safi running riot could be catastrophic for the whole of Caledon. She needs to keep Safi on side by being her ally in this Colmanero reveal. It will buy Max time to discover more about Safi, give her the chance to work out how to steer Safi away from further mayhem afterwards if necessary. Because whether there are any limits to what Safi might do if ever she lost control of herself, we have yet to discover. And partly at the back of Max's mind there is that fear from the photograph that she must have had a compelling reason for pointing that gun at Safi. Could this have been it? The discovery that Safi had to be stopped at any cost? So, let's move on in search of more answers. It's time for a Krampus like no other. On to episode 12, Life is Strange Double Exposure. Right, we're out on the deck. What's occurring here?
So, remind me what the plan is again, Alexa?
We're gonna corner Lucas Colmanero here and demand to know why we got a B+ on our final.
Really?
Except I got an A on mine.
Whoops.
I was using the royal we. Besides, where's your class solidarity?
You know that doesn't mean classroom solidarity, right?
Are you with me or not?
I'm with you. But if you look like you're teetering towards expulsion, I'm pulling us out.
How is it you know me so well, Shiloh?
You know, on second thought, maybe Krampus isn't the right venue for this.
No, it's not really.
You're trying to say I'm not drunk enough to confront him? You can just say it.
Say it.
Fortunately for both of us, you're not drunk enough to confront him.
But Shiloh, my grade.
Lucas Colmanero is a notoriously difficult grader.
Oh, right.
No great reveal, Alexa.
He has high standards.
That's the person who got an A for the mausoleum fire.
Let me let you in on a little secret. I tailored that story to the themes I know Colmanero likes. I didn't put myself into it like you did.
Manipulative.
Why didn't you tell me to do that also, Shiloh? Blood pact, Shiloh. Blood pact.
Listen, I get being upset about a B+ from a writer you admire. But wouldn't you rather have that, using the words you want, than the ones you think he wants?
True.
No.
Oh, okay.
Alexa.
Yes, of course. Jeez, how are you so good with words?
I had a great sparring partner in class.
Stop. I'm already blushing.
We can't see because it's so dark.
Let's get drunk and see who we can pin the Krampus tail on.
Go and do that. Go and enjoy yourself, girls. Stop worrying about grades. And don't worry about Lucas Colmanero, but I am worried about this Polaroid. Oh, veggie.
Sunk! Drink up, baby!
He's playing beer pong.
How are you so good at this? Where I grew up, there was nothing to do but drink and set shit on fire.
Reggie.
Strip poker next?
You're a menace to society.
Okay.
Ah, that Vin chose Smash too.
See, some of these Polaroids are innocuous, aren't they? And have very little substantive content that affects the story or makes you think it would affect the story. But others of them, you know, pictures of ransacked rooms and things like that. Okay, so where is Safi stroke, not Safi? Lucas and Loretta. Let's look at you two.
Uncanny how much Safi looks like Loretta here.
Well, yeah, that's the whole idea. Speak.
I'll be quick. How did you find success after years of mediocrity?
Ooh.
Loretta?
Start with an easy one.
I've talked about this in my workshops, Loretta. Don't you remember?
Oh, I get it. So one's attacking, the other's sort of building him up. Genius is rarely understood. Oh, Max, that's sucking up so much.
Critics rarely understand genius when it first appears.
That's... Yes. That's a common refrain in great art.
It's been years since Water Beast was published. Have you settled for an early retirement?
Ooh, yeah, I mean, she's really going for it here, isn't she? She's being provocative. And you know what? When you look at Loretta sideways on there, there's a saffiness to her, isn't there? Don't you think? I would say you can't rush art. Come on, Max.
Come on, Loretta. You can't rush the process.
Yeah.
Lucas has a vision that requires time to perfect.
Yes. Very well said, Max. Thank you.
Besides, there's a reason Lucas needs to focus back on Wilder Beasts for now.
Oh, really?
If you stick around for the Krampus roast, you can be the first to break the news. Right, Lucas?
Clever.
Yeah, that's right. Sure.
Nice work, Loretta.
Thanks for your time, Professor.
Okay, Max. You've got yourself back on his good side.
You trying to get on my good side again?
Yes! Yes! Yes, she really is. Now would she say just telling the truth? Maybe she would, or perhaps she'd say colleagues shouldn't fight. I mean, colleagues shouldn't fight, but let's say she's just telling the truth.
Just trying to steer Loretta in the right direction. The public deserves the truth about your work.
And now that's a statement of fact.
Absolutely.
Ooh, for a moment I thought he'd seen through that.
I'll let you in. I almost called off the event before you got here.
No.
On your big night?
Yeah, I know. If my old man could see me, he'd tell me to man up and get in there. He was an author too, you know. Roberto Colmanero.
Why does he keep...
I deserve this. I should stop stalling.
Go get him.
Is that like a pose that Roberto Colmanero did? With his hand on his hip or something? Okay. Okay. Even Max is noticing this now. What the heck? Jacket shuffles.
Shit.
This is where the gun came from. It was Colmanero's gun.
Roberto Colmanero.
It was Daddy's gun.
Partner, although I thought you were going to puke there for a second.
Lucas has a gun.
Yeah, Max, you're holding it in your hand in a bar.
Why?
Max.
It belonged to his father. Safi, this is bad.
Jesus, Max, you might shoot me, Lucas might shoot me. America has a problem.
Max, Don't stand there with a gun in your hand.
Give it to me. I'll take care of it.
Does that make sense? I suppose she can't shoot herself. We know she didn't shoot herself.
Thanks.
Oh, and the lights go. Showtime. Testing 1, 2, 3. Come on, Vin.
For the Krampus roast!
Not much of an audience.
Let's welcome our guest of honor, Professor Lucas Colmanero.
And the audience comes alive.
Fair warning, he's going to say a few words before we start, so I hope everyone's already halfway to wasted.
No hard feelings, bro.
Bro.
Thanks, Vin.
Thanks, bro.
I wanted to announce some surprising news.
Which is?
No?
My world-renowned book, Wilder Beasts Than These.
The crowd gasps. Why? Look at Safi's face.
Wait,
Oh.
that's not right. What is this?
It's a roasting.
That's your past, Lucas. Your former student, Maya Okada. Now that's odd. I thought this was a presentation about your book. Would you care to explain what Maya's doing up there instead?
Ooh, Vin's well in on this.
No? Then let me help you out.
These are not the slides you're looking for. Oh.
Beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast. Powerful words from Caledon's famous pet novelist. Am I right?
You're right.
What do we all think?
We get to boo or cheer. This is going to be a supportive audience, but it's a roast, isn't it? But on the whole, given that there were people outside who admired him in discussion, I think they would cheer at this point.
Woo!
Yes, Max.
Maya was a good writer.
Yes, she
Thanks,
was.
everyone.
A good woo. Good woo there.
Wait a minute, Professor. This might be the clue we were looking for.
Oh.
So, what do we have here? Maya Okada's draft. Wait a minute. Maya wrote that sentence? That page? For real?
He's reveling in this too much.
Yes, for real. But you already know that. Because every word of your venerated novel belongs to Maya Okada.
What the hell are you doing? This is slander.
Every one of this man's accolades belongs to Maya Okada.
He's really enjoying himself.
That's why
up
he
there.
only wrote one book.
Yes, Diamond.
That's why the one book.
Yes, crowd shouts.
You're right.
It's working.
It is.
Need to get away with this.
It's a disgrace.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Try me.
I think Vin's done the damage.
All right, let's rein this in. Now, we wouldn't want this roast to end in any actionable legal threats.
Steady, Vin, steady.
Continue, please.
So how do you get out of that one? Oh, you're in the hot seat now.
As some of you must surely know, Maya Okada was a beloved former student of mine who tragically took her own life.
And?
Thought of her death being politicized and used as a cudgel, beyond disrespectful. Maya believed in my work. She believed in me.
That's a load of horse shit, Colmanero.
Yes. An accurate
Everything Vin
summary.
Lang said is true. I should know. because I helped cover it up.
Yes, Gwen. Yes, and Diamond knows too. Look at her.
I shouldn't have, but I did. And so did this university. We all helped make sure that man never faced a single consequence.
She's got nothing to lose.
Horrible.
Gwen has nothing to lose now.
Petty of you, Gwen. Trying to take me down with you. Unfortunately, Dr. Hunter was just terminated for, well, highly illegal conduct.
That has nothing to do with this.
In fact, her very presence on this campus may be unlawful in and of itself.
I had wondered about that, actually.
We've been colleagues for years. I understand you're disgruntled, but I hope in the future you can channel your anger more productively.
Ooh, you're such a snake, Colmanero.
Fucking dare you!
Don't go, Gwen. Don't go. Don't let him win.
Sorry about that, folks.
I knew this would fucking happen.
What are you doing?
I'm changing it to Ven. I'll make Lucas fess up myself.
Safi, wait. This is your chance to tell everyone your side. Shouldn't you go up there as yourself?
Are you serious right now? If speaking my truth worked, we wouldn't be here.
I am serious. Superpowers aren't the answer to every problem. I would know.
With the rest of Caledon.
Fuck.
As of next year, Wilder
All right.
VCDs will be adapted into a feature
Trust you.
film.
We have to get him this time, Max.
So,
This is Ven's
send me
turf,
your
not
cast
mine.
list, friends. Make my day.
Do you really think I should go up there as myself?
I think you... Well, here's the thing. I think you probably should. I think Max would say go up as yourself. She doesn't want you using your ability in situations where you might abuse your ability. Go as yourself, and you're talking as Maya's friend and someone who knows what happened. Let's do it.
You can do this.
You can.
Fuck. Honesty is not my strong suit.
In this case, it can be.
Here we go.
Come on, Safi. Do the right thing. Renew our faith.
Safi.
Yeah.
Did you forget that I was actually there? That at one point we were all friends? You, me, and Maya? I trusted you. Was that all a lie too?
You're trying to turn me into this monster.
I watched you tour the country, win awards for the work you stole from her. I watched her beg you to stop. I watched you kill her.
Ooh. Easy, Safi, easy.
Now you expect me to watch you profit off her grave?
Yeah, and what about you? If what I did was really so bad, you would have said something back then. You didn't.
And that's a big regret she lives with, isn't it? That she did nothing when she could have. But I think she puts that down to her mother's influence.
I was a child. What was your excuse?
Yes. A considered response. Hey, Amanda's there too. I'm glad she's there.
And what young Safi here doesn't
Young
understand
Safi.
is it wasn't stealing. Authors frequently take inspiration from one another.
That's not going to float.
I was going to give her credit, but then she...
No.
Think about what I was going through at that time. My divorce, my son.
Heckles.
This is absurd.
And I think Mr. Colmanero has left the building. Well, Moses thinks it achieved the objective, and Amanda thinks it achieved the objective, and that mask is giving us its opinion on things.
You were right. They listened to me.
They did.
Just me.
Of course they did. You're you.
Good point. Stop being other people to achieve your
You
aims.
don't know how much this means to me, Max.
I'm just happy to share this moment with you.
Okay, enough. Let's celebrate.
Hey,
Oops.
we need to talk. Alone. And before you say, fuck off, you'll want to hear this.
Don't go.
Relax. I'm the one packing.
No.
Remember?
That's precisely why you should not go.
I'll be fine.
Don't.
I'll be over with Moses when you're ready.
Max, don't let her go on her own. This is not good. This is not sensible, Max.
Lucas and Safi? That can't be good. Oh, I should let other Moses know how it went.
Oh, God. Let's go journal. We'll hop to page 19, people. I think we read 18, didn't we? Yeah. December 8th. They say Krampus eats naughty kids, but I hear that what Krampus is hungriest for are lit professors, especially ones who've plagiarised their students. It's like walking into a time warp here. It's easy to forget it's closer to Christmas morning than Hallows Eve. Not like I have much time to sit and enjoy the festivities. You'd love this. Heists and Hijinks is our old song. I'm playing it with someone new now. I hope you don't mind. Not like you have much of a choice. She's still talking to Chloe. She's still talking to you, Chloe. Let's get into the phone. What's in crosstalk? Couple of things. Mostly... Oh, Shiloh. Oh, yes. You see, guess my emerging concerns about Lucas were proven correct. And Alexa said, Shiloh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for going on and on about him. I never imagined he could be a fraud. Shiloh says, girl, it's not your fault. He had a lot of folks fooled, and still others going to bat for him. Alexa, I thought he was so authentic, when his only authenticity was being a creep. Shiloh, hey, I was right about another thing too. You're a much better writer than him by at least a mile, maybe 3. And Alexa puts her heart on the end. And Amanda says, in hers, I've got to get across to it somehow. 1 second. Okay, I put an edit in there because I just lost control of the phone. It's a combination of the L1, R1, L2, R2, X button. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And also if you're playing different games at the same time as playing this, trying to remember the different key combinations, you know. Amanda. I knew Maya. She was extremely talented and a very sweet person. I can't think of a worse person this could have happened to. Amanda again. What Lucas did to her, what he is still doing to her, is reprehensible, and Caledon should go down with him for covering it all up. Diamond. They let this man run a whole department. A girl died and they were just like, cool, now have a promotion. Alexa, I feel like we don't know everything yet. Maybe we shouldn't start a pile-on until we know all of the facts. Diamond. Lucas admitted it on stage. I know you have your little crush, so you probably have your fifis hurt, but maybe you should process this off of social media. Whoa. I mean, mostly I think it's a united front that's being presented here. Amanda would like to talk. I would like to look around the bar before I go to Dead World and tell Moses the good news, because the guy deserves it, let's be honest. I want to talk to Diamond. Let's talk to everybody.
Diamond, us adults are just as confused and messed up as anyone.
What did you make of all this, Diamond? Let's interview you.
That was wild. So that's why you needed Moses, huh?
Yes?
Yeah.
Man. The fact that Lucas was the department chair after doing that to a student really creeps me out, you know?
I really do.
Let's forget about Lucas for the rest of the night and get hammered.
If only she could.
Great.
But you really can't do that at the moment, can you? Let's talk to Living World Lucas, who was there, of course, manning the projector. Okay. I have an artifact. I don't know if you can see this. There's a gun floating in midair. It's just there. I'm going to pretend it's not there. It is there, but I'm going to pretend it's not.
Moses trusted us, all right. Didn't question a single thing.
Let's see what he made of it.
Wait, I want to update the other Moses first. I want to leave him hanging.
Okay, all right. Let's see if there's anyone else we can talk to, though. Oh, yes. Here's Vin, lurking in the shadows.
So close, Vin. So close.
Yeah, you backed off, didn't you? Why did you back off?
What happened?
Yes.
Lucas reminded me that we're not the only ones who can make threats. It's not important.
Well, it is, really.
Well, we got him in the end, so... no harm done, I guess.
Where's Safi? I'm worried.
She's around here somewhere.
We know where
That
she
cow
is.
skull thing?
Yeah.
I wasn't covering up for Gwen.
What?
Just once? I'd love it if you said what you mean.
Just keep an eye on Safi tonight, okay?
Oh, he's done it again. He's not...
See you around, Vin.
He doesn't answer your questions. He doesn't elaborate sufficiently. He's always guarded as if he's hiding something. Oh, and here is Gwen. Let's go talk to Gwen.
She finally did right by Maya.
Gwen was excellent tonight, and I think we need to say so.
That worked out better than I expected.
Yes.
She was phenomenal. I'm proud of her. Didn't feel so great what Lucas said to me, though.
It meant a lot to Safi that you came forward.
It really did.
Yeah? Thanks, Max.
That's okay. Is that all you want to say? We're not saying any more than that? Okay. Did Reggie miss all of this, by the way? We let him go from the projector duty, didn't we? I was hoping we might overhear some student conversations trying to discover what they made of all this. But they're all just sitting in shock. Well, that's a Krampus that will go down in history, don't you think?
Okay, what? What the fuck? Did that all just happen?
They are
I
talking.
knew that guy was a shit stain.
President Fayed better fire him so hard.
I doubt it. She probably knew this whole time.
Oh, keep going. Don't stop there. We were enjoying this.
If Caledon's biggest faculty star has been a complete and utter fraud this whole time, then fuck it. Maybe I don't need to talk to Moses. Maybe I'll just take that job and go.
Oh,
Look, I see where you're coming from, but Lucas isn't even in the same department.
exactly.
It happens everywhere, though, this kind of higher ed bullshit. People like Lucas are what makes staying here so hard.
Okay. Have you two finished, or is there more to come here if I stand and wait? I know Amanda's over there and I want to talk to her because she's got a little dot saying she wants to talk to me. No, it's just a pat the back of your neck and shrug and make gestures type situation we're in now. Amanda, I really want to
It's
know.
been hard for Amanda to watch.
Well, was it though? I mean, it was hard from the point of view I think that she knew and liked Maya, but was she ever a Colmanero fan? I don't think she was.
Hey, Amanda.
Guess this is what you've been so distracted by.
Yes.
Safi's lucky to have a friend like you. Next beer's on me.
Great.
Hey.
Is that it? Okay, no deep conversations at all. In fact, the deepest one we had was with Vin. I think we now therefore need to... Yeah, we need to go. We've been everywhere. We need to depart. Diamond doesn't want to talk again because she's talked to me once already. So I'm going to go... That gun, it's still... You can't run past it. It's sticking in the middle of the thing. Okay, let's swap over to Dead World, where Lucas has a different status. Oh, hello. Okay, we've got some glitching going on here. I do apologise. I mean, it's just one of those things. I'll go talk to Moses. Hi, Moses.
Moses got to make one last house with Safi after all.
And I'm going to snapshot this, because one should immortalise.
True team effort.
That's a pretty good angle, actually. I quite like it with the 3 bowls in place and the menu that's on the table too. And we need him to be... Oh, good, that was nice. He's pointing at his chimney. I like that. Let's post that photo. Maybe someone will comment at last. No. Let me just say that I have it on good authority that Safi had as much of a hand in this house as Moses. Oh, bless. Right. I'm going to go past these weirdly dancing people and their gun floating in midair. Oh, okay. We have a major glitch in progress. Amanda, your hand is buried in the bar. Oh, I'm going to do a reload. I'm going to Everyone's at it. Everyone's doing it. This is what reality hopping does. I've hopped reality so much that now there are... What are they? Is that a thumb drive? Is it an MP3 player? Is it a stick of chewing gum? I can't tell what it is. There are things floating in the air. I'm scared. I'm going to reload the last checkpoint. I'll be back to you in a second. Okay, I've reloaded it from the checkpoint, which is the bit where I came through into Dead World. I have to say, the people are still doing that glitchy thing behind me, but now at least I can speak to Moses. So let's speak to Moses.
We got him.
What I would have given to see it.
You would have loved it.
How is Safi?
I'm going to say surprised, because I genuinely think she didn't think it would go as well as it did, and it achieved its objective, really.
Surprised, I think. She's not used to people listening to her and believing her.
You should get back. She'll need you.
Believe me, I want to get out of this dead world where people are doing T-shapes.
Us. She knows you're still here for her, too.
Of course she does. I mean, it is sad for the Moses who is... Yeah, I'm going back to Living World Moses. Oh my, this is going to take some editing when I put this episode together. It's a good job it's a shorter one, I think. Back in Living World. Now I can talk to Moses here. Hi, Mose.
Whoa, that made my entire year.
Mine too.
Glad you liked it.
You two were planning this whole time.
Wait, where's Safi?
Where's Safi? Safi wanted the truth, so I gave it to her. All of it. You don't even know what the fuck you just did, do you?
I'm starting to think I don't.
What was that about?
And what are...
What's wrong?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It was my book! I can't believe you!
I can do this!
You lied to me.
You lied to me!
You lied
to me!
You lied to me.
Safi.
This has got to be Safi. She's taken everybody over in their heads.
You lied to me!
Whatever Colmanero did and said has absolutely sent Safi over a cliff edge. Okay, save point. I'm glad we've got a save point. It's been an adventure getting this through this bit. The bar scene was very glitchy there.
What has she done?
It's not what she's done, I think it's what she's doing that's the issue. Everybody in Caledon seems to be affected by it.
Before it's too late.
But not you, Max. She's keeping out of your head. Interesting, don't you think? Find Safi. First I want to...
Professor Mihai. It's happening to her too.
Talk to her.
Lottie? It's Max. It's going to be okay.
Professor Mihai. It's happening to her too. Oh my god. That's Safi.
It is Safi talking through them. She's literally inhabiting everybody's mind. I mean, they're all taken over.
I really need to find Safi.
We do. This isn't good. These people are in serious trouble, and now she is in your head too. I thought you were safe from this.
Oh no, it's getting worse.
Oh. We have the
These headaches are getting worse.
start of a storm. Dude, are you okay? Phone guy.
Does Safi know this is happening?
I don't think she knows or cares.
Can you hear me?
Mom! I said, get back! Why don't you just listen?
Safi's with Yasmin. Oh shit.
Yeah, we're literally overhearing her conversation through these people. It's like they're all loudspeakers.
Something's happening to Safi, and I need to figure out where she could be.
Well, I think the most obvious place is the Overlook, isn't it? Hasn't that been the epicenter of all these events so far? I mean, let's not miss the opportunity to interact with any of these people.
What is she doing? What does this mean?
Goth girl, come on.
Where? Where is Safi? Do you know? Sure.
Overlook. She is on the Overlook.
Classmate shocked. Mother surprisingly okay.
Get the heck up to the Overlook.
Safi, wait for me.
I don't know that she will. What did Colmanero say to Safi that Safi's now confronting her mother? I gave her the truth. You don't know what you've done, he said to Max.
Up there.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Let's get there, Max.
Hurry.
Max, I'm trying to. It's starting to let you run now.
You did nothing! Only terrible choices! You won't even admit it! Spent my life shielding you from harm! You have no idea! What you did is unforgivable!
Okay, we're in it.
Almost there. Hold on.
Please. I was trying to say you were trying to protect me. Say it one more time. I fucking dare you.
Safi, don't do
Stay
this.
back!
Ooh, let's all calm down here.
Both of you.
She's not
Safi,
completely in control here.
listen to me.
Yeah, you're losing control. Would she care about Caledon more than she would about losing control? Let's use the Caledon thing. Come on.
Your powers are hurting people. The whole campus is in danger.
All this time I've been trying to get justice, and she's the one who's been getting in the way.
She's not listening.
Not Gwen. My own fucking mother.
She's not listening, Max.
It was you? You canceled her book deal?
The book was just her latest twisted fuckery. She's been doing this for years. Since I was a kid.
That's what Colmanero
You
told her.
deserve better than what I experienced.
Ooh. Is this happening because she's at the Overlook? Get her away from that place. Oh, here comes the storm.
Safi, remember what I told you about Arcadia Bay? About the storm? It's happening.
Try to get through to her, Max. Yeah, you'll regret everything. Don't do this to me. Maybe she looks like she's struggling emotionally here. Maybe the appeal to not making Max have to live through this again, maybe that will get through to her.
I can't do this again, Safi. I can't sit by and watch everything get wiped away. Please, don't make me.
Max, she kept me from seeing my dad. And she made me think it was his idea.
Whoa.
How fucked up is that?
You don't understand. This world can be so cruel.
How's this for cruel? The only time in my entire life that you were controlling me was when I wasn't even me!
This is an out of control Safi. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
She has lost control of what she's projecting to people here, isn't she?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Nosebleed territory.
I'm your mother. One day you will.
Stay there, Yasmin.
Shut up! I've done everything for you. Shut up!
Stay there, Yasmin. Oh, what? Oh, no! Rush Safi, talk Safi down. I don't think rushing is a good idea. She's got a gun in her hand. I'm going to go with talk Safi down. This is Max's way, isn't it? Max talks. That's what she does. Talk, Max.
Safi, show your mom you never needed her help.
Action will have consequences.
This isn't you, Safi.
Come on, Max. Yes.
It was me.
Sophia.
Oh no, not as Moses.
This gun was the only choice I've ever really had.
What's happening to you? Ah! Oh my god! Oh. Ah! No!
Shoulder wound.
Help her!
I think Safi might be beyond help at this point. Come on, Max, be careful. She's phasing in and out of everybody she's ever impersonated.
I failed. I didn't stop this.
Yasmin's going to live. It's a shoulder wound. Oh no. Is she going to try to time travel? What? Oh man, what a place to stop. Oh, it's the end of the chapter. It's the end of the chapter. Oh. Okay, let's go. 6 pages of them. Let's go through the stats. Only 17% said they could hurt Safi. 83% said no. And Safi was hurt by the answer. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Who should Safi turn into? 90% said go as yourself. That is the thing that was the best choice by Max. The less time Safi spends impersonating other people, the better. She can't be given the impression that that's how she gets her way in everything she does. Go as yourself, make it work. She did. However, it didn't prevent us from having problems. How to save Living World Yasmin. 77%, 3/4 roughly, tried to talk Safi down. 1/4 of the people rushed at Safi. Safi appreciates your words but feels resigned to her fate. Oh, here we go. Hellerton House moment of reflection. She did reflect by the fireplace in Hellerton House. I think now always take the opportunity to do that. Roughly half the people did, half didn't. We were with the vast majority on the to-do list, where Max did not see the to-do list in the fridge in both timelines. Never saw it. Only 13% did. Safi as Amanda. Half the people. Max asked Safi not to shapeshift into Amanda again. Yes, it's a bridge too far, I think. Just, leave Amanda out of this. Safi is Lucas, 2/3. Max disliked Safi ruining Lucas's bond with his son. Yes. I think that's what Max would do. It's a dreadful thing to have done, to have weaponised Colmanero's son and used him in that way. Yeah, I don't think Safi sees it that way. Safi's death, 30%. Max told Safi she killed her in the other timeline, but the vast majority just told Safi that she's dead in the other timeline. 94% of us helped Moses finish his gingerbread house. Hurrah. Roughly an even split on Krampus, where Max left the Krampus figurine alone. Yeah, I didn't really want to touch it. I didn't even see it. And a dead split, appropriate for this game, insulting Lucas. 50%. Max was polite to Lucas during the chat with Dark Loretta. Yeah, I think she did the right thing there. I think she lulled him into, and she was honest. She said people deserve the truth. It just wasn't the truth that Colmanero thought it was going to be. Roughly an even split here too on crowd participation. Max cheered during the roast. I'm glad she did. Only 25% of people spoke with both Moseses, or is that Mosai, after the roast. I'm sure they've used the expression Mosai before now in the game. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised because it was glitchy and it was hard to do that. Krampus party moment of reflection. 83% did not reflect after the Krampus party. Well, I must have missed that one then. Okay. That's the end of that chapter, which suits me because I said I wanted this to be a shorter episode, and boy, am I going to have some editing to do as well. So I'll be back in a second. Well, I've got a fairly detailed editing job to do there on my hands. I think there was something like 6 bits to the main part of that video, even though it's quite a short video. There were some glitches. These things happen. It's not the end of the world. We'll work our way around that. That's not a problem. I also want to spend some time between now and the start of Chapter 5, Episode 13, thinking about what happened at the very end there with the photograph that Max was staring intently into as Safi was phasing in and out of existence, it seemed. It didn't appear like she belonged in any of the realities at that point. Also, her mother is lying there, bleeding from a shoulder wound inflicted by her only daughter. There's a whole bunch of stuff to unwrap and think about between now and then. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. A shorter episode, but this happens naturally sometimes. I'll see you for episode 13 very soon. Bye.